Laura, should we be concerned what Raz is up to? Always. Hello, Skip. Hey, sunshine. I am a ray of fucking sunshine. Yeah. Um, what's the most swear word that I use all the time? I say fuck a lot. And then maybe bollocks, shit and arse, I don't know. I don't keep a fucking spreadsheet on it. When the moment comes, I use the word. That's how it works. Is the Doom Room 100% done? I don't know, Apple user. We'll fucking find out, won't we? My hopes aren't high. I like to think that it spiced things up when something was missing. I don't think you've ever had so much fun as when it goes wrong. Hello, Bay. Can I say happy birthday to Bay? Happy birthday, Bay. If you were hoping for something more upbeat, unfortunately, it's the wrong day. I'm up to date, Chloe, I know. I don't do any of this bullshit that any of the rest of them do. You've given me a job to do, I'm doing it. Here I am. Bosh. Hello, Mr. Werewolf Dude. I know I am sparkly as fuck. It's official. Laura, there must be a library. There might be something to read. Mutu, you find not hoping is generally sensible. Agreed. What's the best prank I ever pulled on Zula? I don't know, just my perpetual presence seems to irritate Zula enough. And the polls have started. Right, I'm not going to fuck about. I'm going to start. I think I should start. Do I think a Jaffa cake is a cake or a biscuit? I don't give a fuck. That's the sort of shit that Zula could worry about. Cakes and biscuits and bullshit like that. Nah. Hello, JC. I sound awful. That's just my natural exuberance. Kaluna, do I have to call you odd ducks? I have a feeling I'll start off calling you odd ducks, and then by the end of this live I'll be calling you fucking nightmares. We'll see, shall we? I hear that you have a reputation for, not you personally, Kaluna, but in general, for not being terribly good at these. Sock Monkey, you'd like to make me a sparkly dress. Is my personality not sparkly enough? AJ, where's Zula? I locked them outside, it's raining. They'll be grumpy. That's where Zula is. Hello, Emma. Is it really good to see me? Really? Paula, you think I should be dressed as a minion? Well, you can think what you fucking want, can't you? Way to make assumptions. I've been informed, Laura. Don't you worry. Hello, Ace. How am I doing? I kind of feel like I want to go brain the size of a planet. They lie, Laura. How do I know you're not lying? Hello, transport in the northeast. That's niche. Raz's hair will frizz, yes. Do I like sausage rolls? I don't care about sausage rolls. Oh, Jesus Christ, these polls have got to be Paula, haven't they? Pineapple does not belong on pizza. I like the way someone says I'm fake. Yeah, whatever. I don't know what you're expecting. Kaluna, you'd like to hear me talk like a minion? I'm sure you would. So, yeah, Moochie, that was a hint. Everyone knows I'm inspiration for all sorts of things. Bad morning to you too, Yvonne. I like the way we're not even going to try anymore. I have a perfectly depressing escape room for you. Do you remember how last week there was a wedding, and I think Raz said it was Laura who was worried about the honeymoon. Well, maybe today's escape room is the honeymoon from last week. Apple user, can you go, fishing? What, human, that is really bad coordination. Wait for it. Wait. Fishing. Fishing. Human, you're shit. Fishing, yeah, do what the fuck you want. Take the human's father off our hands. Do us a favour. No, not a funeral. A holiday. Chloe's got to go. Farewell, Chloe. Hello, JP. You're having a great day. Good. I hope you are. So, sad fleas. What the fuck are sad fleas? I've been called many a thing in my time, but I've never been called a homemade design. Handmade, yes. JC, who's the girlfriend? What? JP, you don't know what to say. That's fine. I frequently find that. Apple user, you use this as evidence. I don't care. Take Raz on. That's fine. Laura, the human is a homemade design. Human is low budget, start to end. Go, JP, go sort out your crazy pets. It's fun to drop by. Thank you. It is a little personal about my parentage, isn't it, Kaluna? Hello, Julie. Yeah, human's father is all of your humans. We don't want him. He's hard work. So, everybody, was Zula dropped on their head as a child? I don't think so. I think they're naturally like that. But we all know that Blettin had a little problem, don't we? Yeah. So, I am going to make a start on the escape room. because the human finds me hard work. So, anachronistic Papa Human suits the tiny crowd. Something like that. Favourite magazine. Mod of the month. Right, let's give Paula something else to do, shall we? Skip, I can assure you, that Poundland, the actual place, yes, Poundland, the euphemism, very much no. Let us move on. So is very much Teepo's version of anyway. Thank you. So I'm going to let the human take a sip and then we will begin. Someone asked what religion I am. I'm not. Sip. Sip music time. I don't give a fuck if you boot me. I'm not dashing about like a freak. If that turns on Raz and Zula, that's their problem. Yvonne, you're feeling things go over your head. There is a shop in the UK called Poundland, and there have been a few TikToks saying what a funny name this is for everyone in the US. So I just wanted to clarify that yes, the human is a citizen of Poundland, but only the shop, okay? Now, everybody, now that we've cleared that up, the English dollar, well, the English pound store land. Let's move on. Let's move on before I get cross about the fact that not everything in there is a pound anymore. Shocking. Right, shall we begin the escape room? So, I know, Mr. Werewolf Dude, I know, it is shocking. Shocks me to my core. This is my shocked face. This is my happy face. This is my angry face. So, now that we've established that, we'll stop getting outraged by the pound stores, dollar stores of the world. Upon you like the poshness of it. Well, the human has a friend who, when they were younger, worked in Poundland, and they recalled a story with some joy about how they had to clear up a human shit off the floor in Poundland. So maybe it's not as flashy as you think, Yvonne. Laura, maybe I should have said had. Would that make it better? A real one too. Emma, you think I should watch Bring It On? Really? Yeah, anyway, we'll wake up. I do blink, JC, but it's too quick for you to see. You should watch me more closely. So, ready? You're woken. That's not off to a good start, is it, human? That's wrong already. I've only said 2 words. No, we haven't watched Mean Girls yet. You're gently woken by the warm rays of the sun. You yawn and stretch on your sun lounger by the pool. You can't believe you were so lucky to win that competition for your own private villa in the Mediterranean for a week. You're just wondering whether to go for a dip in the pool, head indoors for something from the bar, or shut your eyes for another 40 weeks when you hear a strange noise. It sounds like shouting coming from the front gates of the villa, and it sounds urgent. You quickly head to the gates to see what's going on. You're not entirely surprised to see a horde of zombies attempting to break down the gates of the villa. Maybe you're not so lucky after all. You know you're going... You know you're going to have to get out of here. The supplies in the villa will only last so long. But the question is, how? You look at your hire car. It's a fairly tough-looking 4-wheel drive. You're pretty sure you can mow down a few zombies and be on your way, but you can't for the life of you remember where you put the keys. You do, however, recall somewhat sadly that you forgot to refuel on the way here, and you're pretty sure you don't have a few gallons of fuel sitting around your luxury villa. But stranger things have happened. Your thoughts are interrupted by the shouting zombies at the villa gates. They're going to burst through the gates soon. The clock is ticking, and you need to get searching. You can look by the pool, in the bar, or in your room. Pool, bar, room. There we go. It's not a zombie seahorse. Enough with the seahorses. A lot of people are just going to head to the bar. I can't say I blame you. Yvonne, Mediterranean villas always have Vespers, do they? This one doesn't. I know normally Raz is very lenient when you decide to raise objections to things. Well, I won't be. So there is a poll which Mod Paula is probably very, very excited about doing. And it is actually a proper poll. So it looks like Pool might win. Yeah, Yvonne. Yeah. Am I going to angst you to death? No, Laura, I will make you lose the will to live. I will sap the joy from you slowly over the course of the next hour. A poll about the pool. Or a poll about the pool. Poll about the pool. Poll, pool. Poll, pool. Poll, pool. Why can't I say the letter L? Why does it sound like a W? Poll, pool. Pool, poll. I will enunciate. Pool. Poll. Anyway. Laura, you run on spite. We have more in common than you will ever know. Right, it looks like we're going to the pool. Pool. Sounds like Paula now, doesn't it? Pool. We're going to the pool. You did send me positivity, Ruth. It'll take a fuck lot more than that to do it. We're going to the pool now. You decide to take a closer look at the pool. Though you can't think why you would have left your keys there. As you return to what had been a peaceful sun lounger just a few moments before, you notice there seems to be a corpse floating face down in the pool. And there also seems to be something shiny glimmering at the bottom of the pool. So you can investigate the corpse or the shiny thing. And I'll say hello to Nikki, who doesn't like getting wet. Hello, Nikki. Corpse or shiny thing. Although actually you don't need to investigate either of those. You could go to the bar or to whatever the other option was. And we've got another poll going. I would have made a good 80s kid. I think you're right. Sock Monkey, you like shiny things. You sound like Blettin. Kaluna, I said it's a corpse. I didn't say for a second it would be the corpse, the snack, the legend that is dead Carl. Not that sort of poll, Laura. Ugh. Human, careful what you touch. Paula, you're here for the corpse. You're always here for the corpse. I have to say, Paula, I thought it had backfired yesterday when you were made a mod. But it keeps you quiet. Doesn't it, sorted out the polls? um, I think I'm going to regret saying that. Nikki, why won't I mod you? Because, Nikki, I feel like you don't understand what's going on at the best of times. I think with extra power, it's only going to end in tears for all of us. I know, Yvonne, quiet is when we should be worried. That's why I think I'm going to regret saying it. Paula, you haven't failed. You haven't failed. You've done very, very well. Thank you. So, shiny thing 1. Nikki, you might blow up. Don't do that. Shiny thing. You decide to investigate the shiny thing at the bottom of the pool and jump in. You've never been very good at swimming, but even you can just about manage to hold your breath for long enough to find the shiny object at the bottom of the pool. You swim back up for air and look at your new prize. It's a rather expensive looking lighter. You flip it open to see if it still works. Unfortunately, it does. You pop it in your pocket and get out of the pool. That's better, Paula. You can eat the lighter. Kyle, I know. When will the chaos get out of control when everybody's behaving? I've never known such a thing. Paula, were you swimming naked? No, Paula, you had your moustache on, I'm sure. Moustache counts as clothes, was that? When was that? That was our sub-only live, wasn't it? Laura, if you would like to make a rudimentary lathe, you can. Yvonne, it was a very posh lighter, and maybe it hadn't been there very long. So, yeah. My goodness, Yvonne, you're the escape room police, aren't you? Well, we don't have a Vespa, and we do have a lighter that works. So, no. When would you ever start behaving? I'm an optimist. Skip. Hello, Christmas tree. Back again. Right, Kaluna wants to check out the corpse. It's a space lighter. Look, guys, it works. You've got a lighter. I'll take it away again. If you're gonna moan. Yes, Christmas tree, you're back. We're just about to investigate a corpse. What's a space lighter? No, Nikki, don't worry about it. See, Nikki, this is this is why we're not going to make you a mod. Apple user, you'll believe I'm an optimist when Zula shows they're not a narcissist. I tell you what, I think I might be more of an optimist than Kure is. Realism, that's us. Realism. Yvonne, why don't you just come out and say how much you hate me? Does anyone miss Raz yet? Yvonne, people voted for this. People wanted this. People wanted me. I don't want to be here any more than you want me here. Come on. Too late, Yvonne. Too late. People love hearing me complain. I don't complain. I speak truths. Anyway, so let's take a look at the corpse, shall we? What am I, Nikki? I'm a fucking space monkey. Come on. Yeah, Apple user Kure isn't going to be presenting anytime soon, is she? Feel the warmth and positivity. Is that a euphemism for leg tears? Right, let's look at the corpse. You decide to take a closer look at the corpse. You're not completely sure how you didn't notice it earlier, and you're not sure how they died, but you do know who they are. Poor Carl, poor dead Carl, poor tasty dead Carl. He isn't exactly wearing a lot of clothes, and you're not sure Speedos have pockets, but you search him anyway, respectfully. You're surprised to find a small key. Sadly, it's not a car key, so you put it in your pocket for later. But you do decide to treat yourself to a snack while you're there. Unfortunately, dead Carl just tastes of chlorine and stale pee this week. It's very disappointing, but you think you might be able to pull him out the pool and hose him off later. He could come in handy for some tasty and nutritious supplies for your escape. So now you can search the bar or your room. Tenuous. Excuse you, human. That was Dead Carl, wasn't it? Saying tenuous. Yeah, by the way, Dead Carl is 2 weeks away, isn't he? I don't know where this year is going. That means it's going to be fucking Christmas soon. I don't know. Yes, Cluna, respectfully before eating him. Carl, you don't want to know where the key was. But what happens in a pool in the Mediterranean stays in a pool in the Mediterranean. Nikki wants Starbucks. Good luck with that. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you'd like to search your room. We have the next poll going. What bar? Nikki, what room? Nikki, this is all constantly such a shock to you. Kyle, you keep hoping that key was on a necklace. I like the way you all have condiments, so that even though Dead Carl does taste of chlorine and piss, you're not deterred. I was going to say disturbed, but I know you're all that. Right, I'm going to let the human take a sip while you vote in the poll. Dead Carl does have plenty of hair, doesn't he, Paula? You could definitely do that. Don't worry about the keychain, Nikki. You're too young to understand. Right, sip, human. Thank you for the sip music. Right. Bar or pool? No, we've done the pool. Yes, Gordon Ramsay has become a father again. I'm sad that I know that. Well, I'll leave 33.3% of you rummaging around with Dead Carl's guts, but the rest of us are going to go and investigate the bar. Paulie, you know it. I know. There are some things that, almost against your will, you're confronted with. I think that's life for me. Believe me, Kaluna, that was not a missed opportunity. I know what I'm doing. Yes, Apple user Maggie Smith is still alive. For now. Right, bar. You decide to search the bar. The bar isn't exactly decorated to your tastes. It looks kind of like a tropical haunted house. There's a large drinks cabinet, of course, while in the corner of the room there's a large taxidermy bear. Cabinet or bear? Cabinet or bear? God, the choices just keep rolling in, don't they? Linda LaPlante is a redhead. Thanks, Nikki. Thanks for the news flash. So yes, we've found bear. We have another poll. What was the choice? Bear or cabinet? Bear or drinks cabinet? Yes. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Isn't that adorable? Kill it. We haven't necessarily done bear yet. Yes, I know what I said. Fucking hell, human. Like, am I not entertaining enough for you? Just sat there yawning. Honestly. Although I know last week Raz was like, it's getting dark and we find ourselves practically sat in the dark. Human, maybe we should turn the lights on next week. Remember how dark it gets. Do you know what, Paula? I think the human only has two settings. One is overexcited toddler and the other is dead. And at the moment we've got a dead, when we could probably use an overexcited toddler right now. Personally, I think it's because the mods have exhausted her. Yeah. Right. Nikki, I can't help but feel if you can type I am dead, you're probably not dead. Right, I think Bear has won. Yes, Kaluna, are you not entertained? The human works moderately hard, Mr. Werewolf Dude, moderately. Are we going to get a Sip the Musical? Oh, Sock Monkey. The human that's probably why she's yawning. She is so heavily weighed down with everybody's good ideas. It's a burden. Laura, you're still waiting for your pina colada. Do you like pina coladas? And getting caught in the rain? For goodness sake, someone get Christmas tree some seasoning, will you? Thanks, Josh. You'll type for Nikki. Okay, Nikki's dead. Okay. Right, let's have a look at Bear. You decide to take a closer look at Bear. Dear Bear, you wonder if they're warm under all of that fur. You attempt to rip them open so they can cool down, but you're not having a lot of luck. You'll have to find another way to liberate them. Yes, Kaluna, that song, you always make out like it's some sort of fun, light, frothy romance. But then there are lots of songs that sound kind of frothy that are about horrible things, aren't there? Anyway, Paulie, you feel like fire is the answer. If only we had something that could start a fire. Bear flambe. Oh my goodness. Fucking hell, human. Right, some of you, Emma and Kaluna, want to look in the cabinet for a knife. You decide to take a closer look at the drinks cabinet. You reach out to pull open the door, but it's stuck. You pull harder, nothing happens, but you can hear the bottles jangling inside as you shake the cabinet. Then you notice a small keyhole in the front. You don't remember the cabinet being locked before, but then you had quite a lot to drink before going and sleeping in the hot Mediterranean sun. You suppose that will affect your memory, but you do know that you're not going to get in the drinks cabinet until you find a key. Skip, you think use the lighter on Bear? Pop quiz, what's the name of Raz's home planet? Duh, everyone knows this. It's Retrest. That's the name of Raz's home planet. God, Apple user, everyone knows that. Nikki, why are you in Spain? You're just lucky. Paula, are you crispy from the sun? Yeah, you forgot to put sun cream on. Yvonne, did DC give us a key? DC might have. Laura, you think Frogis is stuck in there? Yeah, Frogis notable by their absence. Retrest rhymes with digress. If you think that's going to help me remember it, Skip, I think we all know that's not going to happen. Paula, if you want to snack on yourself, I'm going to have to make this live 18 plus. Emma, maybe Frogis is a zombie at the gates. Maybe. Hello, Denise. You've just had a very late lunch. You probably need a nap now. I'd have a nap. Frankly, Sock Monkey, none of us would be able to watch the live if Paula started eating herself. Slight slip of the tongue. I'm sure there's nothing to be read into that, Paula. Here we go. Yvonne, how dead Carl locked the cabinet, changed into Speedos and went for a swim. That sounds pretty easy to me. I'm sure the cabinet probably has one of those catches where it locks itself when it's shut. Yeah. Right, Mr. Werewolf Dude would like to unlock the cabinet. Let's do that. You take the small key you found and unlock the drinks cabinet. You open it up to see a beautiful array of exotic bottles. Some of them you recognise, but most have labels that you can't read. A lot of them seem to be the local clear liquid. You know, the dangerous one that you learn about from bitter experience. You open a bottle and take a swig. You cough. It really hits the spot. But you're not sure it's much help to you right now. There we go, that's your lot. Don't drink everything, Paula. Leave us a little bit. And Nikki, please, no, leave us a little bit. Oh, human. I'm really starting to take offence, human. I really am. Yeah, Emma doesn't want you to drink it all. That could be useful. It could be useful. Human, come on. Do you think if I give her a quick smack it might help? What do you think? This is shocking, isn't it? Right. So what other choices? Human is very rude. Here I am doing all the hard work and she's just sitting there yawning. Human. Right. I hope they are contagious. I hope everyone's yawning now. Just from the... I wonder if it will work if I yawn. Shall I yawn? I hope that's made you yawn in the ways that yawns are contagious. Oh, well, Nikki's wet herself, I guess. I guess we'll settle for that. Let's move swiftly on. So we have Bear, don't we? We have Bear. Look up at a light. Maybe that's the problem, Emma, is that the humans should really have switched more lights on in this room before we started. Because it gets dark quick now, doesn't it? It is the sleepiest doom room, Paula. Oh, God. Right, let's move on. Let's keep her fucking awake, shall we? Right, who said that they might want to try and and set fire to Bear? We've got the big light on. Do you know what, Emma? We've got a fucking massive light and it's shining straight at us. But I'm sure you can see, like, around the edges of the room, it's pretty dark. Like, the window, out the window is just black. Human said the same last time. I know. Northern Lights. Apparently you can see them in some parts of the UK, but not where we are. We're too far south. In fact, you can't get further south in the UK than us. Ish. Anyway, should we set Bear on fire? I didn't know that's a phrase I'd be saying today. I probably should have. Right, you decide you're going to set Bear on fire since you haven't found any knives, but you have found a lighter. You decide Bear's going to get a lot hotter before they get cooler. You flick open the lighter and Bear goes up in flames very quickly. Unsurprising given all of those chemicals, but as you step back to avoid the roaring fire, a snake suddenly appears to burst from inside Bear and heads in your direction. You try to leap out of the way of the flaming snake, but it doesn't get very far before it's burned to a crisp. You're not too sad, though, because it did look like a bit of a dick to you. Once the fire dies down, you look for anything useful amongst the snake's remains. You find a pet collar. A tag on it reads herb. You wonder if the snake might have eaten this herb, but you try not to think about it too much as you read 2 numbers off the tag. 7 and 0. 7 and 0. No, herb, Laura. Herb. Oh, God. I don't know what's wrong with the human. Paula, you were surprised about the steak. I know, it's so goddamn unpredictable, isn't it? Yep, 7-0. Yep, suck it up. I'm not taking any complaints. I mean, honestly, you'd have thought I'd just killed one of you. 7-0. Yeah, deal with it. The human obviously has been working much too hard. Right, I believe this only leaves us one choice. Oh no, yeah, one. Oh, Denise, I missed. Oh no. Oh no, the human. Human, you were looking down. We were looking down. Oh, I have to go like yeehaw or something. Well, unfortunately, even when I do catch it, that's that's as excitable as it's going to get. Apologies for missing that. But it only leaves us one choice so far. Does it? Is the is the doom room ruined? 7-0. You'd have thought I'd just cut your throat. Right. Anachronista is back. We found 2 numbers and there were 7-0 and everyone's losing their fucking shit. Right. Yes, Mr. Werewolf Doom, we will check out our room. You decide to explore your room. That must be where you left the car keys. You throw open the doors to your spacious room. A warm breeze blows in from the balcony. It also carries the cries of the undead, clamouring to come in and eat your brains. It's quite good motivation to get searching. Your suitcase sits in the corner of the room. You're pretty sure that's worth looking at. Well, the only other notable thing about the room is a large bookshelf. Yes, a bookshelf, Laura, a fucking bookshelf. You wonder if there's anything useful there. Suitcase or bookshelf? Do we have enough brains to eat? They might get a snack out of us. So, basically, Chloe, what we've got to catch you up on is we've found two numbers, and it's a 7 and a 0, and everyone's gone completely fucking insane. So, Apple user, is anyone missing Raz right now? No! First of all, you want me here, then you want me gone, then you want me here, then you want me gone. Gah! Honestly. Anyway, bookcase or the other one? Suitcase, bookcase, suitcase, bookshelf. Yes, we had two numbers and they were 7 and 0. And Huber's going to take a sip. Anachronistic, that's why I don't trust cats. Human really did take a gulp then, so I'm really sorry if anyone if anyone heard that. You heard the slam, Chloe. As long as you heard the slam and not the slurping gulp, then that's fine. Honestly, I'm working with a bunch of amateurs. If she's not gulping, she's yawning. It's no wonder Raz is perpetually in a bad mood, is it? If this is what they have to put up with. I'm even starting to have a little bit of sympathy for Zula with you around. Honestly. So, it was your ex's cat, Anachris. Did you think it was part of a conspiracy? Can cats be trained? Oh, Chloe, it feels like you're setting me homework. 7 and 0 and stickers for the mods. Okay. Right, bookshelf it is then. Bookshelf. Let's find the bookshelf. You decide to investigate the bookshelf. Most of the books are in a language you don't understand, but you do notice an old copy of Luxury Shed Weekly. You find another book that seems like it might be incredibly useful. It's about making fuel from alcohol. So, LSW, Luxury Shed Weekly, that is, or book. It's just choices, 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 isn't it? Anachronist, you do love a wooden structure. That's left me speechless. Right. Book or Luxury Shed Weekly? Luxury Shed Weekly, obviously. Mr. Werewolf Dude, you're just going to do both. We don't have a Vespa, Yvonne. We don't have a Vespa. Kyle, I think Paula probably drank most of it. What we'll have to do is collect her piddle now and hope that that'll work. Another phrase I didn't think I'd be saying. Don't start with the Vespa. Yes, Yvonne, I checked. While the human was yawning, I ran across the villa to the garage and I checked. There isn't a Vespa. There's no Vespa. Right. It does look like it's going to be Luxury Shed Weekly. Hello, Lee. Lawnmower Monthly, that's just crazy talk. But Luxury Shed Weekly. Right. You decide to take... I suppose I better wait for that to finish, hadn't I? Might make it nice and official. But like Raz says, we're not a fucking democracy. Yeah. No Vespers. And no yawning. I don't think Amazon will be working in the middle of a zombie crisis. Right, you decide to take a closer look at the classic copy of Luxury Shed Weekly. It's at least 50 years old and you chuckle to yourself as you flick through. You laugh at the things no one had even considered in those days. These so-called luxury sheds don't even have multiple rooms or floors. But as you flick through, you also notice that someone's written 2 numbers in black marker pen on the back page. The numbers 6 and 8. You're sure they'll come in handy. Some of the drivers are zombies, I know. So now I think that only leaves us the book. I know, everybody, I know. No 6-9. We've got to... Human, I would have completely saved that impression if you hadn't started laughing. I was gonna, turn it into something that sounded much better, but human spoiled that by laughing. Chloe, I don't know. The human threw me off. I know, Laura, I'm upsetting everyone today. It's great, isn't it? You wanted me here. It's your fault. It's everybody's fault. You wanted this. You wanted it. This is what you get. You get the wrong numbers and you get weird ass elephants. You've only yourselves to blame. Anyway, that is very much the sound the human makes when she thinks. You don't hear it very often. She doesn't think very often. But it definitely sounds like that. Apex every time, Lee. Who does the best elephant? I'm making you happy, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Oh, I'm not sure I wanted to make anyone happy. Yes, if someone subs, I will have to sing the sub song. That is true. You also nominate the human to do a doom room. If you would like that to be our next sub goal, we can do that. If you would like the human to do a doom room, we can make that our next sub goal. I'm tied with Raz. Kyle says they're all great elephants. Okay. Emma, I make you happy. Fine. I bet Raz can heckle. What? Heckle really good. Although, to be fair, Kaluna, that will really test the human. Apples, you want Kure to do a Doom Room. I don't think Kure ever has. Who's going to supervise the human? I don't know, Carl. There's going to be a lot of yawning, that's for sure. That's for sure. So, right, we've just got the book to do. And yeah, our unofficial sub goal, because the human is not going to type it in now. Can you imagine how long that would take for the human to type in that she'd do a Doom Room? Honestly. Lee, you'd like to hear Bletty do an elephant? I wouldn't. I feel like there'd be spit all over the phone, all over the camera. Harry, how many drinks has the human had? Not even one yet. You know, like, not finished it. Right. Harry, is the code 6969? No, it's not. No. People have lost their shit. Yeah. Apple user, what about human and Kure? Well, there are some practical problems with that, Apple user. I'm sure if you think really hard, you can imagine. I'm sure you might guess what those practical problems might be. No, Harry, it's not 8008. I know. So, shall we have a look at the book? You decide to take a closer look at the book about fuel. As you flick through the pages, you realise it's very detailed with a lot of information. You're not sure the zombies will be patient enough to wait for you to learn some basic biochemistry, so you decide to flick through looking at the pictures and speed learning what you can. You close the book, not really any the wiser, but from what you can gather, and considering the dire situation you're in, you reckon if you chuck some booze in the fuel tank, you might just stand a chance. So, I think we've investigated everything. I ruin everything. Yes, I fucking do, Harry. It's what I live for. Job done. I don't. In fact, what we don't even need the ending. Laters. Oh, the suitcase, Kaluna. Yes. Oh yeah, we've got to open the suitcase. I knew that. And yes, if someone subs, I will have to sing the sub song. You decide to take a closer look at your suitcase, but as you try and flick it open, you realise it's locked. You're not only surprised that your suitcase is locked, but you also can't remember the combination to open it. You hope you find something that jogs your memory. Kyle, yes, we used the Speedo key on the drinks cabinet. What has Yvonne said now? What has Yvonne said now? You just need a charcoal filter. It's not rocket science. Oh, well, Yvonne, unfortunately, we do not have a charcoal filter, and we didn't know that. Neither do we have a Vespa, nor do we have a knife. We only have a lighter, and yes, it works after being dropped in the pool. I'm glad the code isn't 6969. Right. You think you can finally remember the combination to your suitcase. You turn the dials to 6870 and your suitcase lock flicks open. Inside your case, you discover the car keys. Thank goodness. You're closer to making your escape. Well, Yvonne, I haven't watched that episode of How It's Made. Burn coconut fat. We haven't got any fucking coconuts, though we do have a working lighter. You can't have it all, guys. It's the zombie apocalypse. Hello. Right, now. Hello, Isaiah. Right, now I think we've done everything. Um, Chloe, you're just desperate for me to sing the sub song. I'm sorry, Chloe. These are the rules. If you sub, you get the sub song. If no one subs, no sub song. These are the rules. Anachronistic, good for you. You've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. Wonderful. If we have pina colada, we have coconut. We do not. There aren't any coconuts in the villa, okay? No coconuts. No coconuts. Chloe, you already subbed and you never got one. Well, these are the rules now. Right. Come on, everyone. We're going to escape. Put the lime in the coconut. And we don't have any orange juice either, Apple user. Well, I've told you what we've got. No Vespers, no knives, no charcoal, no coconut. Exactly, Yvonne. Right, let's see what happens. Well, you know what, Laura? I wouldn't come back here if I was you. Apple user, are you just Googling shit now? Come on. With car keys in hand, you dash to the bar and gather as many bottles of the clear alcoholic liquid as you can. You run to the car, trying to ignore the cries of the undead as you open up bottle after bottle and pour it into the tank. After all the bottles are empty, you hesitate. Do you run back to the bar and gather a few more bottles? It might keep you going longer on your escape. Or do you jump in the car and head out now? You're not even sure the alcohol fuel will work, so you might as well get this over with as quick as possible. Choose. Right, your choices are more booze or leave now. That's it. Paula, we have an angry Teepo. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So, I mean, we're going to hear both endings, aren't we? Yeah. But we don't have any coconuts, Laura. Choose. Kaluna, you're going to go to a pub. We better have a cricket bat. Hello, Emma. You've fitted in nicely, haven't you? Right. Yeehaw. There we go. I'm sure everyone was waiting for that. Are you happy now? Mr. Werewolf Dude, your plan to escape is to become a zombie. That might be for the best. Skip, that was indeed a Shaun of the Dead reference. Yvonne, 10 points for zombies, 20 for cyclists. Shame on you all. Right, I'm going to let the human take a sip and then we will do the first option, whatever that is. Let the human take a sip. Sip music, please. There we go. Yes, Emma, I respectfully remain quiet while the human sips. It's a respect thing. Chloe, you are so desperate for me to sing the sub song, aren't you? Someone please sub, otherwise Chloe is going to lose her shit. Right. So, right, this is the ending for everybody who wants to go and get more booze, okay? This is the booze ending. You decide to dash back to the drinks cabinet and grab another armful of booze. If it doesn't work as fuel, it might at least ease your final hours. You rummage through the bottles, gathering as many as you can, but dropping a few in the attempt. As you pick up the last bottle, you feel a jaw clamp tightly around your neck and feel teeth pull away a chunk of your flesh. You drop the bottles and turn around in shock, desperately wondering how a zombie got in without you noticing. And you realise they didn't. Zombie dead Carl reaches out to you, lurching forward to have another mouthful. You can't really blame him. He's only returning the favour. You push him backwards and take a swig from one of the bottles. You wonder how long you've got before zombification begins. And then you wonder how you'll be able to tell. If a taste for human flesh is the first symptom, you suppose you must have been a zombie for years. And you're undead. So there we go. I know Yvonne, Dead Carl's on a bit of a streak, isn't he? And hello, Ghost Galaxy. I am standing in for Raz. It was one of our sub goals. So yeah. So don't worry, I'm not going to be doing it again. Is it the same Dead Carl that vamped us? Yeah, sure. Apple user maybe. Kaluna, you suddenly have a craving for brains. Barely enough for a snack around here. Maybe you just need a hug. Maybe. Right. So, ooh. Chloe, are you trying to charm me into singing? Paula, are you a zombie vampire? I guess. I don't know how that would work. Yvonne, you think you think more me, just to spite me. Harsh. Mutu, you think my attitude is more appropriate than Raz? I feel like Raz spends this whole time doing it as if it's a test for you, as if Raz is trying to weed out the weak from their faithful supporters. But yeah, I think I'm better anyway. Brains and pineapple. We don't. Well, I don't know. Do we have pineapple? But we don't have coconuts. I am indeed effervescent, Yvonne. I'm not singing any songs, Mr. Werewolf Dude. Unless someone subs, then I will sing the sub song. Anyway, here is the alternate ending for everybody who decided not to go and get more booze. Yeehaw. Yes, Yvonne, we've got pineapple but no coconuts. That's just how the world works, okay? And no sub song unless we have a sub. Chloe, you're wasting your time and your money. I mean, thank you very much, but yeah. Yvonne, you're writing a letter to Airbnb. And yes, pineapple bras sound a lot less comfortable. Right. So this is the other ending, everyone. For those of you who decided to leave now. You decide to leave now. Thank you for my gifts, by the way, everybody. You decide to leave now. It's time to find out if the boozy fuel will work. You jump in the car and start up just as the zombies finally break down the gate and begin swarming in your direction with alarming speed. These are the wrong type of zombies. You decide to floor it and mow them down as you make your escape. But the car travels less than a metre before it gonks out. You sigh. This would have been a perfect plan if it was a movie. You would have splatted the undead and zoomed away to start a new life with the immigrant song blasting on the radio. Thinking fast, you abandoned the car and run back inside the villa, closing the door a split second before the zombies caught you. But it doesn't do much good. Thank you for my heart farting, Corgi. But it doesn't do much good. Zombies begin climbing through open windows. You run upstairs and begin moving furniture to block off the only route up. It might keep them at bay. But you've also just blocked off your only escape. You don't suppose it matters that much because you'll starve long before they break through. You're just beginning to despair when you hear the sound of a helicopter, and you're sure it's getting closer. You run out onto the balcony and begin waving your arms, hoping to get their attention. You presume they're searching for survivors after all. The helicopter gets closer and hovers above you, but you quickly realise it's not a rescue ladder they're preparing to drop. You don't have time to take cover, but it probably wouldn't have made a difference anyway. The bomb dropped from the helicopter very quickly turns the villa, the zombies, and you into a flaming inferno. It would seem they weren't looking for survivors after all. So there we go. The survivor helicopter was actually a cleansing helicopter. So, you're all out of luck this week. 2 deaths, no Vespa, and no fucking coconuts. Yeah, now we have burnt coconuts. No, we don't have any coconuts. Even a rolled up copy of Luxury Shed Weekly won't help, Lee. Yeah. Very much a mushroom cloud, Kaluna. And no 6969. Do you know what? It would have been worse if you'd survived, though, right? Yeah. Chloe, all the subs are bribing me to sing because we didn't get a sub song. I don't make the rules. Yeah. I've been nominated to feature on Creatures of TikTok. Wow. Being dead seems like less effort than being a zombie. Absolutely. So, what have we learned? Ace, no one sung when you subbed. Actually, Ace, to be fair, that is true, isn't it? You subbed. You resubbed recently, didn't you? Oh, fuck. What do we think, human? I'm not sure about this. This might break the rules. But I say, fuck the rules. Go on, let's give Ace a sub song. Because I'm pretty sure Ace subscribed. I think it was after the ban, so I didn't dare sing. Or anybody else didn't dare sing. It is going to be a bit Leonard Cohen, yeah. Laura, you didn't even get a coconut, I know. Right, okay. Are we ready? Their name was Ace. They became a live sub. Now they have cool emotes to use and a human to abuse. Make her do silly shit. It's fun, I must admit. And you get a badge next to your name so you won't want to quit. Now you're welcome. Welcome to live subs with weirdness, illusion and lots of confusion. Now you've live subbed. Now you can slay. I hope you're all fucking happy now. I feel human, I feel unclean. I'm going to need to shower after this. You're ecstatic, eh? It's wonderful. Everything you'd hoped for. Thrill a minute. Less pizzazz than Zula, but much better. Again, no, whoa. I don't think so. Right, well, I think I've upheld all my contractual obligations. I think I can go now. Human, if you could stop sniggering for long enough so that I could sign off, that would be really nice. Right. If the human will just shut the fuck up for a minute. Right. Well, I don't know if I'm happy or not that I seem to have made you happy. I think somehow that just makes me feel unclean. Oh, the human is definitely broken. But oh, fuck. Why do I have such a feeling of dread whenever I see that fucking clipboard appear in the corner of the screen? Do I dare look? Who's the best? I know what my vote would be, and it wouldn't be me. Or Paula. Honestly. Right, well, I'm going to stay for the end of the vote, and then that's it. But I am... I suppose I'm happy that everybody's enjoyed it. I suppose. Maybe not happy, but less disappointed. Yeah, okay. My positive qualities, Mr. Werewolf Dude. I'm not sure I have any. Seriously, what are my positive qualities? I'm quite a good timekeeper. I have very neat penmanship. Tell us something embarrassing about Zula. I wouldn't know where to start. What was Zula like growing up? Irritating as fuck. I have a realistic outlook. If that's a positive quality, then yes. That's the only positivity I have. I don't really have any embarrassing stories about Zula. You've met them. I'm sure you can imagine. And Boozer's won the vote. I think the thing that Zula would like me to not tell you is that quite often when Zula seems like they're keeping a secret, like, oh, I couldn't possibly tell you, oh no, it's too embarrassing, or it's too exciting, or whatever. It's not. They're not going to tell you because there isn't anything to tell. That's Zula's biggest secret. 14,500 likes. I should fucking well hope so too. Been going for ages. The least you could do is give me a few likes. The amount of moaning I've had from you all. I'm not speaking in seahorse. You might be able to wrap Raz around your little finger. I'm not Raz. It's shocking. What are the sausage rolls made from? Space chicken paste. Yeah. Anachronist, you've always suspected it, have you? It's true. It's true. Right, anyway. You knew it. Right. Anyway, I think it is time for me to go. What was I like growing up? I was a fucking angel. Absolutely good as gold. Excitable, charming, innocent. And then I came to Earth. Yeah. I know they say it's a big bad galaxy out there, but fucking hell, this is a shithole. Anyway, I'll leave you on that cheery note. I don't think I've told you anything that you don't already know, frankly. So I'm afraid it is time for the Finger of Doom, and I must thank you all for joining me. Yee-haw! Oh, it's kind of like a sneeze, that one, wasn't it? Anyway, I am going to go in for the Finger of Doom. Oh, God, human. Jesus Christ, human. There we go. And thank you all for joining me. You know all the bollocks about checking out LinkedIn profiles and shit like that. But thank you for joining me, and thank you for the likes. Criticism you can keep to your fucking selves, but thank you for the likes, thank you for the gifts. And Zula will be back on Saturday with a tarot reading, and then Raz will be back as usual on Sunday. So I hope you have I would say I hope you have an amazing week, but we know that's not going to happen. I hope you have a week that's slightly less shit than last week. Thank you, everybody, and farewell.